Ch1. You are listening at FameTV.info. Chapter 1, Face Slap. Jiang Yu, wake up. You are in big trouble. Jiang Yu looked at the young girl in front of her in astonishment. After a while, she asked in disbelief, "Are you calling me? Who am I calling if not you? You haven't become foolish due to the hit, have you?" The girl sat over and touched Jiang Yu's forehead. She said worriedly, "Jiang Yu, your forehead was bleeding from the beating by the customer, you have to see a doctor." Jiang Yu was even more surprised. This young girl looked like she was only in her early 20s, so why did she speak to her like peers? Besides, were there any guests that dared to smash this Jiang Yu on the head? Jiang Yu was sure that she had never seen this girl before. Why she could become the #1 celebrity stylist in the entertainment industry, in addition to her ability, was also because of her extraordinary memory. She had a good memory, she never forgot what she had seen or heard. Therefore, after becoming a celebrity stylist, which actress had a small breast, which actress was short, and which model had a big nose and small eyes, she remembered all of these. When doing makeup and styling, these memories always helped her in magnifying the client's advantages and covered their shortcomings, even if the faces of the artists had just gone through surgeries, or if they just had hyaluronic acid injected to their noses, Jiang Yu would help to cover them to ensure that it wouldn't be seen by fans. She didn't need to use notes, but she could also remember the birthdays and preferences of all her clients. On their birthdays, she always presented them with gifts that they liked to express her gratitude. If a man had just cheated on her female client, she would also be careful not to touch the topic during conversation. Over time, her popularity had become better and better, and she had become more and more popular in the entertainment circle. After she had gained popularity, she planned to open a clothing company and changed her styling studio to become a small workshop. Yesterday was Jiang Yu's 35th birthday. Her clothing company received an angel investment of $4 million. She opened a bottle of wine to celebrate, and the wine tasted good. Her friend liked to drink this taste of wine, so she was planning to give her a few bottles tomorrow. Who knew? She heard this young girl calls as soon as she woke up. Jiang Yu took a step back. With her current status as celebrity stylist Jiang Yu, whoever saw her would call her Ms. Jiang or Stylist Jiang. She hadn't heard anyone call her name directly like this for a long time. It was as if she was still a 20-year-old young girl. Jiang Yu, Don_TB in a daze. Even the manager was alarmed after the guest made a mess outside. I'm afraid you are in trouble this time. 10 minutes later, Jiang Yu understood her situation, she was reborn. Jiang Yu felt a little pain in her head. She stroked her forehead and squinted at the girl in front of her. The chandelier above her head was so dazzling that she was dizzy for a while. She really couldn't figure out how a well-known stylist drank a bottle of red wine and woke up reborn as an unknown girl. The strange thing was that this girl had the same name and surname as her. The world seemed to be familiar to her, but she took out her mobile phone to search around. In 2017, China did not have a well-known stylist named Jiang Yu. Jiang Yu was a little bit disappointed. She started working as a fashion designer after graduating from university. At first, she worked in someone else's company. Later, she set up a studio to design her own clothes. Because her clothes were fashionable, bold, and lead the trend many times, many filming crews asked her to provide styling. She often did styling for celebrities, attended various fashion events, and also appeared on TV shows. It could be said that Jiang Yu was the hottest stylist, but she did not expect to be reborn after drinking a glass of wine on her 35th birthday. She also disappeared without a trace, just like being wiped by the world with an eraser. Jiang Yu's 35 years of life experience told her that it was good to be alive, so she shouldn't pick and choose. If it was not for the original owner to be smashed on the head by a customer, she wouldn't even have a chance to live. "What did you say your name is?" Jiang Yu asked. "Bei Xiaoxiao." Bei Xiaoxiao said anxiously, Jiang Yu, you don't /t even remember me, you have to go to the hospital to see the brain department. But now Chen Bixiang is still making trouble outside, she is reluctant to leave and still yelling. She was asking the manager to fire you, and the manager asked me to call you out. There were sporadic memories in Jiang Yu's mind, but they couldn't be pieced together yet. She stood up from the sofa in the lounge without even having time to look in the mirror. She directly went out behind Bei Xiaoxiao. Jiang Yu. What have you done? As soon as Jiang Yu went out, the manager said angrily. What /s the matter with you? You dare to be rude to the customers in your part-time job. Now see the result, the customer decided to return the goods because of your bad service. Beside the manager, a woman around 35 years old stood arrogantly. She glared at Jiang Yu with an angry expression. The woman was exquisitely dressed. She looked fashionable, her skin was smooth, and her figure was impeccably perfect. She wore famous brands all over her body like a wealthy wife. Take her clothes as an example. She was wearing a long-sleeved Valentino ruffled crepe dress. The skirt was ironed properly and had no trace of wrinkles. From the dress only, she was at least a person of particularity in taste. In fact, she showed her taste from top to bottom. The black 4-leaf clover diamond necklace by Van Cleef Arpels that she wore on her neck was large and priced at about 40,000 yuan. The Rolex ladies' watch worn on her wrist was also priced at more than 100,000 yuan. Jiang Yu gaze went to the woman's straight legs. Light gold diamond-encrusted ultra-fine-heeled sandals adorned her feet. The top of these sandals were studded with diamonds and there were more on the ankles. The thin diamond-encrusted sandals, from the outside, could be said to be in line with most female aesthetics. They were dreamy, luxurious, and satisfied all the fantasies of girls. These shoes were also a hot-selling item of a famous brand, and the price was around 20,000 yuan. Ms. Chen. The manager wiped the sweat from his forehead and bowed respectfully to apologize. Excuse me, our staff is not attentive enough. Would you think this is okay? Don return the goods first, we will punish the employee in accordance with the company /s regulations, and if necessary, we will also fire her. Jiang Yu searched in her mind and then she realized that the shop she was currently in was named Kafan. It was a store that specializes in selling luxury goods. Unlike other luxury brand stores, Kafan had the nature of a purchasing shop. They offered branded products and attracted customers with a price far lower than the official domestic selling price. The products in the store ranged from skin care products to luxury goods, and involved many types. Therefore, it had attracted many loyal fans. In the past few years, Kafan had opened more than a dozen chain stores in China, and the business was very good. The original owner was originally a second-year student of the Fashion Design Institute. She was introduced to this store to be a clerk for her internship, but she didn't expect to meet a difficult customer soon after she started working. Chen Bixiang frowned and said. It /s over if you apologize. I can /t accept your insincere apology. This is the first time I have bought something from your store. Do you want to lose a customer like me? Of course, the manager didn't want to lose such customers. If a wealthy customer could be tied up, she alone could spend millions of dollars a year. Not to mention that she might draw her own circle of friends over. Seeing that the manager did not speak, Chen Bixiang handed the bag in her hand to the manager with satisfaction and said. This is the bag I bought in your store. Take a look. It /s still new. I didn't /t like this bag originally, but for people like us, there is no difference between a 30,000 yuan bag and other bags. But your small employee here actually said that my bag is fake. It /s too much. After hearing this, Jiang Yu finally understood that the original owner sold a Celine lizard luggage bag to Chen Bixiang for about 30,000 yuan. It was originally sold peacefully, but who knew that after Chen Bixiang walked around the mall, she came back to the store. The original owner saw the Chanel bag she was carrying. The original owner said that the Chanel bag looked like a fake. Originally, it was a casual discussion among the clerks, who knew that this was heard by Chen Bixiang and annoyed her. As a result, Chen Bixiang wanted to return the Celine bag she just bought, because Jiang Yu/S words offended her. The reason why Caffeine could open so many stores was precisely because of the store/S7.day worry.free return policy. If she could sell a bag, the original owner would earn a commission. Jiang Yu also searched from the original owner's memory and find that she intended to use this commission to buy new paintbrushes. Listening to Chen Bixiang/S curses, Jiang Yu/S brows became tighter. She had seen all kinds of customers in her previous life. She had seen many self-righteous wealthy people like Chen Bixiang. Thinking she had some money, she treated ordinary employees like they had no dignity. This kind of person was the typical representative of this generation of upstarts in the country. Jiang Yu. Hurry up and apologize, the manager ordered with an angry expression. Jiang Yu didn't say a word. She looked at Chen Bixiang for a long time, and her gaze suddenly fell on Chen Bixiang/S bag. Seeing Jiang Yu's gaze, Chen Bixiang was stunned for a moment, and doubts flashed in her heart. Just now, the young girl had a naive expression, but after only 10 minutes break, her eyes became firm. Her aura became strong, and she looked like another person. However, seeing her gaze on the bag, Chen Bixiang not only didn't panic, but she let her look at it. She raised her chin, and sneered very disdainfully. What? You want to say that my bag is fake? Are you, a little girl, has ever used a brand-name bag? No wonder, Chen Bixiang flicked the nails she just had done, and her face was full of disdain. It's normal for a person like you to not be able to use a brand-name bag. After all, one bag is worth tens of thousands, which is probably your salary for a year. After Jiang Yu heard these words, a mocking smile suddenly appeared on her previously expressionless face. Seeing Jiang Yu like this, the manager frowned and yelled. What did you do, Jiang Yu? Hurry up and apologize if you are wrong. What kind of person is Ms. Chen? How could she use fake bags? Besides, we are all engaged in the luxury goods industry for more than a dozen years. Our work experience is very good. When it comes to appraising the bag, everyone has more detailed eyes than you. Even the ant who sweeps the floor has more experience than you. You are a child from a common family and have never used a brand-name bag, but you dare to judge that Ms. Chen/S bag is fake. From where did you have the confidence? After hearing this, Jiang Yu suddenly smiled. She raised her eyebrows to look at the manager and asked. Manager, you said this bag is real, from where did you judge it? Seeing that Jiang Yu was still unrelenting, the manager snorted and then picked up the brand-name bag that Chen Bixiang was going to return while saying. Look up. Let me give pointers to a little girl like you who has never seen the world. We have many ways to judge the authenticity of a brand-name bag, and I usually touch it first. That is to feel the texture of the bag. Generally, a real leather bag feels better. Secondly, I smell it, a real leather bag smells different. Finally, I judge from the hardware, zippers, and glue of the bag. Of course, it is not a day practice to be able to judge the authenticity of brand-name bags. A little girl like you will only have my experience after spending 10 years in this industry. That/S right. Manager, you know. After Chen Bixiang finished speaking, she rolled her eyes at Jiang Yu and snorted coldly. This little girl dared to say that I am carrying a fake bag. Chen Bixiang, from the top to bottom, my clothes add up to nearly 300,000 yuan. A person like me carrying a fake bag. You look down on me too much. Chen Bixiang's cheekbones were a little high, and she had a somewhat unrelenting aura. In addition, there were famous brands all over her body. The aura of rich woman made her look more powerful. Therefore, as soon as she said this, the manager immediately laughed. The other clerks in the store were also afraid of her being angry, and obviously treating her like a king. Bei Xiaoxiao couldn't /t help but pulled Jiang Yu and whispered. Jiang Yu, don't /t do this. It won't /t do you any good if the trouble continues. You should apologize to Ms. Chen. Apologize. Jiang Yu raised his brows. Why? Bei Xiaoxiao glanced at Chen Bixiang. This Chen Bixiang is driving a Maserati. How could such a rich woman use fake bags? No wonder she is angry. Jiang Yu, you should calm her down and apologize. Don't lose your job. Jiang Yu knew that Bei Xiaoxiao was doing it for her own good, but she couldn't understand Bei Xiaoxiao's way of calming angry customers. Once she admitted her mistake, she couldn't mix in this store in the future. Not only that, if this matter was passed to her peers, in the future, looking for a job in this industry, she was afraid that her reputation would be bad. Everyone liked to judge people by their appearance, and they would feel that it was impossible for a person who drove luxury car worth millions to wear fake branded bag. However, Jiang Yu scanned the Chanel bag that Chen Bixiang was carrying, and said with certainty. This bag is indeed fake. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.